Okay, now we moved on to the second part. This is something that we have also learned in the previous class, right? Do you remember this? This is where you join the letters.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. So we have talked, we have said that Arabic letters, they have to link together in order to form words. So, and I have also shown you these rules, right? I have shown you this rule. I said, go to Wikipedia, find Arabic alphabet, and you will see the rule. So here, I give you the rules. So everything is here. All right. So here in the column, the four columns, the four column. The first column, these are the individual harf, al-harf, al-harf. Harf means the letter. So these are all the individual letters, the 28 letters. So including the additional characters. Okay, we will see the additional characters as well. The first column, the second column here on the top, we say shaklul harf. Shaklul harf. Shaklu means the shape of the letter. So it means that this letter, the shape will change according to the placement. Where do you put the letter? Whether it is fi awwalil kalima. Fi awwalil kalimah means in the beginning of the word. So if this alif is in the beginning of a word, then these are the shape. This is the shape. If the alif is fi wasatil kalima, in the middle of the word. So if it is in the middle of the word, you will see this shape. You will see this shape. And if the alif is fi akhiril kalima, in the final of the letter, in the last of the word, then you will see this shape. All right. So this is what it means. Awal in the beginning, masad in the middle, and akhir when it is in the final form. All right. That is number one. Number two, if you look at the shapes, for example, okay, this is alif, 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 alif. For example, let us look at ba. If you look at ba, this is the beginning ba, this is the medial ba in the middle, and this is the final ba. You see something like this. When you see this, it means that this letter can be connected to the next word. All right? That is what it means. If you see a dash on the left, so that means that the letter can be connected to the next letter. All right? Look at the middle bar. If you look at the middle bar, you see the dash on both sides, on the right side and also on the left side. If you see this, what does it mean? On the right side, it means that it can be linked to the previous letter. Okay, so if the previous letter is want to link to you, and you yourself, you can link to the previous letter, then they can be joined. So this is what it means, right? And here, of course, this is just what we have seen in the beginning. So here it can be linked to the next letter. Okay, so this is before, this is the next. All right. The final form of a bar, if you see this, you know that this can be linked to the previous letter. All right. So this is the rule of the letter ba. So the rule for the letter ba is similar to the rule of the letter ta and also sa. So they are the same. So for example, let's say you want to join ba. Ba, can it be linked? Can it be joined to the next letter? Yes. So you draw a dash. And then you want to join to another bar. So look at the middle bar. Oh yes, it can be linked. So you have a middle bar. You want to have another bar. You draw another bar. Okay, now let's say you want to add to the final bar. So you go to this part. Oh, the final bar, it can be linked as well. So you can have it. Right? So this is how it looks when you combine the four bar. Okay, bar, 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 and also bar. All right. So you have to practice this. Okay, you have to practice this. And one of the way to practice this is, as I said last week, use your Arabic keyboard. Okay. So by using Arabic keyboard, you can see. You don't have to memorize all these rules. You can practice, and later on, you will memorize it automatically. Okay. So this is for the letter ba, ta, and also sa. And then we have the letter jim. So the letter jim, ha, and kha. So these three, they share the same rules. So the rules is also similar. So you look at jim, ha, and kha in the beginning, they just take the head part of the letter. They just take this part of the letter. Okay? Jim, ha, kha. Can it be linked? Yes. Okay, you see this part, the dash. So it means that you can link it to the next letter. Okay, so link it to the next letter. Now, in the middle jim, ha or kha, you see the dash from both sides. So it can be linked to the previous and also to the next letter. Okay, so that is for the middle part, middle form. The final form of jim, ha, and kha, again, you see the dash. So it can be linked to the previous letter. And how do you draw the jim? So just like the normal jim, just like the individual jim again. You see, they are similar. So jim, and this is also jim. All right, so this is the connected part. Okay, so that is for the letter jim, ha, and also kha. Okay, jim, ha, and kha. Next letter is dal. Dal is similar to zal. Dal is similar to zal. Okay, so they share the same rule. Okay, again, the letter dal and the letter zal is similar. So I will just show you the letter zal. Okay, so this is the individual zal. This is the beginning dal, our beginning zal. Okay, what do you think? Can you join this zal to the next letter or not? What do you think? Look at the shape and tell me. Can you link it to the next letter?
No, I think so.
No, no, yes, you are correct. Dal or dal cannot be linked. If you look at the pattern, even though it looks like a dash, but you look at the end of the shape, it has the pointing up. It is pointing to upwards. So it means it is not like the normal dash. So this is not the linking part. So you cannot link it to the next letter. If you want to write the next letter, you start new. Okay, so that is the beginning dal. The medial dal, you see the dash. So it can be linked to the previous, but not to the next letter. Okay. And what about the final zal? Oh yes, it can be linked. It can be linked to the previous letter. Of course, when we say it can be linked to the previous letter, you have to look at the previous letter as well. So can the previous letter be linked to the letter that you want to link? If both of them can be linked, of course, they will like shaking their hands. But if the previous letter cannot link to the next one, then the next letter will have to be written individually. Okay, so you cannot link them anymore. For example, okay, this is you want to link like the alif. You want to link these three letters: alif, waw, and zal. Alif and waw and zal. So you have to look at the rules for individual letters. Alif. Can alif be linked to the next letter? From the rule, we know that it is not allowed. You cannot link alif to the next letter. So how do you draw the next letter? You just draw it individually. Wow. And then you look at the rule of wow. Can wow be linked to the next letter? If you go down, you look at wow, you will find out that wow cannot be linked to the next letter. So in this case, you don't link them. Okay, you don't link the two letters. Okay, what about the zal? Okay, if you look at the zal, zal can be linked to the previous letter. But what is the previous letter? Previous letter is a wow. Wow cannot be linked to the next letter. Therefore, your zal cannot be linked to the previous letter. So you cannot have this. So in this case, okay, in this case, you don't link. You don't link the letters. You just write the letters individually. All right. So you have to practice, okay, the rules in order for you to know whether you can link the letters or not. Okay. So that is for dal and dal. The next letter is ra and zai. So these two are similar. Ra and zai. So basically ra and zal, the rule is similar to zal. So this is the ra, the beginning zal. This is the medial. You can link to the previous one, but not to the next one. And this is the final shape of ra and also zai. Okay. So I believe you can go through, okay, the notes on your own. If you have problem understanding it, you can always come back to me. All right. So this is shin, 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 shin. Sorry, sin, shin, 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 sod, 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 sod. Okay. Dot is similar to sod. Dot, the beginning dot, medial dot, and the final dot. All right. I just want to highlight this dot letter. You look at the letter dot and sod. Okay. So for the previous letter, if you want to link, for example, you want to link ba, you just draw a line and then you just join to the next letter, right? But for letter sod and dot, when you want to join to the next letter, make sure you have this thing before joining it to the next letter. It means, for example, let's say you want to join sod and a dal. So it will look like this, sod, okay, and then dal. You need to have this part. Okay, you need to have this part. Don't do this, sod and dal. This is wrong. Okay, because for the letter sod, you need to have, okay, this the middle part. So do this and then only you link to the next letter. So now you have sod link to dot. Okay, so that is sod and dot. The same goes to dot. Okay, next. Okay, next letter is to. To and the. To and the. So this the rule is similar. To and the. To, the beginning to and the middle you can link to the previous and to the next letter, and the final to and the final the. If you look at the to and the, you don't see this. Okay, the one that you saw in dot, right? No, for this time you just draw a straight line, just link it to the next letter. For example, you want to link to with ra, so you just draw to ra, to ra, that's all. No need to have that part. Okay, no need to have this part. So that is the difference between to and sod and dot. Okay, in terms of the linking. Ta, the is similar to ta. Okay, in terms of the rule. The, and also another the. Okay. Next letter, it is the letter Ain. It is the letter Ain. Okay, for the letter Ain, okay, look at this letter. If you join the letter Ain to the next letter, it will look like this. It will just take the head part of the Ain. Okay, the bottom part, the body part, we leave it. All right. Okay, and then dash, it means you just link to the next letter. That is Ain. Okay, now look at the middle Ain. The middle Ain, the shape is now changed. The shape is no longer, it is no longer like the beginning Ain. No, we don't do this. In fact, we just draw a small triangle. That is Ain. Okay, so this is from the first letter, and then you join to the Ain, and you join to the next letter. Okay, so that is how we draw Ain in the middle. Next letter is the final Ain. The final Ain. The final Ain, it can be linked to the previous letter. You look at the shape of the Ain. The shape is now changed as well. It is similar to the medial Ain. We don't do this. We don't draw the shape of a normal Ain again. Okay, except in calligraphy. So in Arabic calligraphy, yes, there are rules that you can draw the head of the Ain. But in normal writing, okay, don't do this. Just do this. All right. So this is for the letter Ain. Ain and the next letter Ghain, the rule is similar. So Ain in Ghain is similar. Okay, Ain and Ghain, it is similar. Ghain, Ghain, and also Ghain. Okay, right. Now, the next letter, which is Fa. Fa and Qaf, okay, the rules is similar. The rule is similar. Fa, okay, you can join Fa to the next letter. Qaf, you can join Qaf to the next letter. Join it. This is the middle Fa and the middle Qaf. You see both sides, you can link it to the previous and also the next letter. Fa, and this is the Qaf. Link it to the previous and the next letter. And this is the final Fa. The final Fa. You link it to the previous letter and then you draw the shape of the Fa again. The same goes to Qaf. You link it to the previous letter and draw the same shape of the Qaf again. All right, so I believe Fa and Qaf is not difficult. Okay, all right. Next, okay. Next is the letter Kaf. Kaf. Okay, Kaf, okay, the shape will change. The shape will change. So this is the individual Kaf. Okay, the individual Kaf, the standalone Kaf. So if you want to join Kaf to the next letter, look at the shape. The shape is now changed. Okay, you don't do Kaf like this anymore. Kaf and then you join it to Ra. No, this is wrong. Okay, the shape will change to this Kaf, and then you join to the whatever letter that you want. For example, Kaf and Ra. Okay, so this is the letter Kaf. Next is the medial Kaf. Medial Kaf, the shape is similar to the beginning Kaf, just with the link before and after. It can be linked to both and the to both sides. Okay, before and after. Okay, now when it comes to the final calf. Okay, look at the final calf. You can link it to the previous letter, but what happened to the shape of the calf? It will take the original shape again. So in this case, we draw the original shape. For example, I want to join bar with the calf. So it will look like this, bar and a calf. Okay, so this is bar and a calf. Don't do this. Don't do this. This is wrong. Okay, I mean in terms of the spelling, it is wrong because it is not the Arabic calf. It could be a calf from other languages. Okay, from other languages that adopted Arabic, so they will write this calf. Okay, so we don't do this. We do this. Okay, that is for the letter kaf. Next, for the letter lam. Lam. So this is lam. So when you want to draw the lam in the beginning of a sentence, it looks like an alif, you see, but the difference is that it can be linked. That is the difference between lam and alif. Alif cannot be linked to the next letter. Lam can be linked. So don't be confused. Lam, if you join the alif to the next letter, it will become a lam. Then okay, you will write the wrong letter. So this is lam. This is the medial lam. Link can be linked from both sides, and this is the final lam. It can be linked to the previous letter. All right. So lam. Mim. This is the mim. So in the previous class, I have shown you several ways of writing mim, right? So if you look at what we have here, it is something like this. Okay, it is something like this. So yes, you can write it that way, or you can also write it this way. So the circle goes down. Okay, so this is also correct. Sometimes you also see this meme. Sometimes you also see the tail part of the meme, it is shorter. This is also correct. So it is up to you which meme you want to draw. All right. Okay, so this is meme. This is the beginning meme. It can be linked to the previous letter. So you can do something like this, or you can do something like this. Okay, but don't do this. This is wrong. This will become the letter fa or the letter kof. And my advice is avoid this as well. Do this. Okay, do this. Okay, so that is meme. Meme. Okay, join it to the next letter. This is the medial meme. It can be linked to both sides. Okay, how do you draw this meme? Meme, you can just make a circle and then that's it. So this is the meme. All right, meme. So that is the easiest way to draw meme. Okay, don't do this. This is wrong. Okay, so the circle must go down, not going up. All right, so this is wrong. That is meme, and this is the last meme. The last meme, so it will take the original shape of a meme. You can do this, or you can also do this. That is also correct. All right, it's up to you. Okay, so that is for the rule of meme. Then we have non. The beginning non, just like a bar. The medial non and the final non. So the shape is similar. Oh, sorry, the rule is similar to that of the letter ba, the sa, and also ta. Okay, so non. Next letter is ha. Okay, so ha, this is the individual ha is actually like this. That is the individual ha. The one that you see here, this is the beginning ha. This part is actually telling you that you can connect it to the next letter. Okay, so this is the ha. This is the beginning ha. This is the medial ha. When it is in the middle, it can be linked to both sides. Okay, how do we draw this? How do we draw this? So this is from the previous letter. So you go down, make a circle. You go up, make another circle, and that's it. Again, I repeat, from here, you go down, you go up, and then that's it. So go down, go up, that's it. That is the ha. Don't do this. You go up, you go down, and then make a circle. This is the wrong way of writing a ha. Okay, so that is the wrong way of writing a ha. You must go down. Okay, so that is one way of writing a ha. Sometimes you see people write ha. Sometimes you see this shape. This is also another ha. Sometimes some people, they do this. They do this. So yes, we can consider this as correct. but it is better for you to draw this ha. Okay, unless if you learn special ways of writing, like those of you from Kashmir, from Pakistan, from those area, they use special types of writing, so the shape could be a little bit different. But it's okay if you write, I can understand, no problem. Okay, I'm just afraid that your other friend won't be able to understand you. All right, because this is a special type of writing. All right, but for the rest of the world, they will use this normal ha. Even in the Quran, you see this ha. Okay, all right. That is the letter ha. Now this is the final ha. The final ha. It looks like this. So here you link it from the previous letter. So when it comes to the ha, you just go up and make something like that. That's the ha. So if the shape, sometimes it is the round shape. Sometimes you have like a pointing part, pointing upwards. That is also fine, no problem. So this is the ha. If it cannot be connected, then it will take the original form again. Ha. Okay, just like the original form of the ha. Okay, here. Okay, so that is for the letter ha. For the letter wow, the rule is similar to ra. Just like ra, wow, it cannot be linked to the next letter, but it can be linked to the previous letter. Wow. Okay, this is the final shape of a wow. Okay, so wow, and also wow. And the last letter is, of course, ya. Okay, look at ya. This is the individual ya. But when you link it to the next letter, look at the shape will change. So you no longer write this ya. Ya, for example, you want to link ya to ra. You do this. No, this is wrong. Okay, when you want to link the ya, just draw like a bar shape, but with two dots. So now this is a ya, and then you join it to whatever letter that you want. Ya and dal, for example. Yadun. This is the middle ya. It can be linked to both sides, and this is the final ya. Okay, that is the final ya. And then you just draw this. Okay, so this is how do you link between the letters. Okay, between the letters. All right. So you can go through the table again and practice. Okay, now, so this is the additional letters that we have seen earlier. The three additional letters. What about these three additional letters? Yes, you can link them to other letters as well, and the shape of those letters will be changed. Okay, look at the first letter, which is Hamza. Okay, this is the Hamza, the A. Okay, Hamza, this is a very special letter. So the spelling part of it, there is a special topic on the Hamza. Okay, so it is not suitable for the beginners. So when you have already learned some vocabularies, then we can tell you, okay, what is the correct form of Hamza. But here we just want to expose you to the shape of the Hamza. That's all. Don't worry. Don't worry. You see, oh, there are too many shapes. Don't worry about the shapes. Okay. When should you choose? Should you choose this one or this one or this one? At the moment, don't worry about it. I just want you to know, oh, this is Hamza. These are all Hamza. Okay, just in the different position. Okay, so this is the individual Hamza. This is where when it is in the beginning. When it is in the beginning, you will never see Hamza on its own. It will have to be put on an alif. So you will see Hamza above an alif. Remember when we said that sometimes we consider Hamza and alif as a single word. So this is the reason. Sometimes we combine the two. So what is this letter? You can call it alif, you can call it Hamza. Okay, so because it is a Hamza on the shape of an alif. Okay, we call it Hamza. Sometimes, okay, I forgot to mention here, sometimes you see the Hamza below the alif. Okay, so you can add this. This is also another Hamza. So again, as I said, this is related to the spelling. Okay, how do you spell a word? Individual word, then sometimes you have to put Hamza above an alif, sometimes it is below an alif, so that is another topic. But at the moment, I just want you to know that this is Hamza, this is also Hamza. This is the medial Hamza. When it is in the middle, it will take will take one of these three letters. Sometimes it will take the letter alif. You see this alif? Sometimes they take this shape, just like a ya shape, right? Ya in the middle. Sometimes they take the wow shape. It is put above the wow. So it's like you are seeing two letters, but actually no, it is not two letters. They are not two letters. It is only one letter. What is the letter? The letter Hamza, not Alif. This is the Hamza, but it is drawn above an Alif. This is another Hamza, but it is drawn above this shape, like a Ya shape. This is another Hamza, but it is drawn above a Waw. Okay, so these three are Hamza. Okay, not Alif, not Waw, or not Ya. And the final shape of a Hamza, so you see, this is the Alif part, similar to the Alif here. This is the Ya, similar to this one. This is the middle part of a Ya. This is the final part of a Ya. So the rule is similar to the rule of a Ya. But the difference is that this is Hamza. So you look at the Hamza, it is written immediately at the end of the Ya here. So it means that this is one letter, Hamza. This is Hamza. And this is sometimes it is written individually. All right. So for Hamza, don't worry too much about Hamza, even though you have too many shapes. Okay. We just want to introduce you to the different shape of Hamza. Okay. Next, the Ta. This is the Ta, the special Ta, the Ta marbuta, the round Ta. As I have said earlier, this Ta is only written at the end of a word. You will never see this Ta at the beginning of a word. So that is why here I put a dash. It is not, it is impossible to be in the beginning of a word. Okay, you will never see this Ta in the in the middle of the word as well. The Ta is only, it only exists at in the end of a word. So this is the Ta. So this is the individual Ta. This is when it is linked to the previous letter. Okay, so this is the Ta. Okay, and this Ta, all right, you might want to make a note. This Ta is, as we said, this is a special Ta. This Ta, the sound is, of course, T. It is a T sound. It is a T sound. Ta. Okay? Ta. But sometimes you will hear, instead of T sound, you will hear a H sound. Sometimes you will hear a H sound. Okay, so again I repeat. The name of the letter is Ta. Okay, but the sound, sometimes it is the T sound, sometimes it is the Ha sound. Okay, when do you read the T sound? When you read it with a vowel. So for example, okay, let's write an example. Okay, let's just take a random word. Okay, I write this word: sin, mim, kaf, and ta. Okay, so you have four letters: sin, mim, kaf, and ta. Okay, I write the vowel sa, ma, ka, tun. We have seen all these vowels, right, in the previous class. Sa, ma, ka, tun. So let's say you read the letter, you read the word sa, ma, ka, tun. So this ta, you read the symbol or the vowel. Then when you read it together with the symbol, it becomes the T sound. You have to read it with the T sound. So we say sa, ma, ka, tun. Sama katun. Sama katun. So this is the sound of the ta. Okay, T sound if you read with this symbol. But what happens if you skip this sound? Why do we want to skip this sound? Okay, this is a feature of Arabic word. An Arabic word, you can read until the end, until the final letter, read it together with the symbol, or you can skip the symbol of the last letter. So in this case, let us skip this part as if there is no symbol at all. So how are you going to read this? This time the T, the Ta, the sound of the Ta will change to the sound of a H. So how does it sound? The word is now samakah. Yes, good. Okay, so we don't say samakat with the T sound. We say samakah, samakah. If you want to read this, then you go back to the T sound. Samakatun. Samakatun. Okay, do you understand this Ta now? You will see this Ta a lot, right? Okay, so samakatun, or you just say samakah. Okay, now that is for the Ta. Okay, now the last letter, which is the, remember what is this? This is not a Ya. Anyone remember what is the name of the letter?
That is the Alif.
Alif. Yes,
Yeah.
good. That is Alif. Or the long name of it, Alif Maksura. Okay, But as long as you know it is alif, fine. That is good enough. So this is alif, yeah, not a ya. So this is a special alif. I have said that this is not the consonant. This is the vowel. So this alif, you will only see it here when it is in the end of a word. No, you will never see it in the beginning or in the middle of a letter of a word. So it is always at the back of a word. For example, okay, for example, we have this name. This girl, her name is, okay, Salwa. Salwa. You notice how do I read the last part? Salwa. Salwa. Not salwi or salwai. No, because it is not a ya. It is an alif. So we say salwa as if you are writing it with a normal alif. Salwa. But of course, we don't write this way. So this is the proper way of writing this person's name. Salwa. Okay. Salwa. So there are many female names that will end that ends with this alif, ya shape, not the normal alif, right? Salwa, Salma, Najwa, Fadwa, and many more. All right. So that is about the alif maksura. Okay. So my advice: go through all of these letters and type them in your computer or in your phone, okay, to discover how are the rules. Yes.